Hello, hello, friends. Little spot of tea before we get started. My voice is almost back. It was much better earlier today. So I thought I'd have a cup of tea, see if I can get it to kind of loosen up for you guys. So I apologize for not being here last week. Got a little cold. And whenever I get a virus, there goes my voice. It's just a fact of life with me. So thanks for joining me. We're going to drink another drink, and then we're going to get started cooking. What are you guys having for dinner? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Okay. Let's get cooking. If we haven't met before, my name is Sheree, I'm your pampered chef. I am making tonight a easy one-pan meal. It's a sheet pan meal. If you like sheet pan meals, comment sheet pan. Let me know if you're a fan. I love sheet pan meals because, again, I'm a one-pot mama. I love anything that be cooked in one pot or one pan. So this is my meal. My dog is running back and forth again, praying he doesn't knock over the camera. So if he does, you'll know what happened, right? All right. The oven is preheating to 425, and we're going to get started cooking. So there's like kind of three components. This is a spinach and feta chicken. And then we have potatoes on the side, all cooked on the same sheet pan, okay? Now, if you're cooking, so I'm cooking for two. This could probably feed four. If you're cooking for more than that, you might want to do a sheet pan of chicken and a sheet pan of potatoes, all right? So maybe two sheet pans, all right, to get it all through. So we're going to first start getting the potatoes ready. This is our simple slicer. So this part, there is the blade right there. There is adjustments here. Right now it's in the lock position, so the blade is underneath so you can't get cut. And then there's a 1, 2, and 3. We're going to set it to 2. If you're having trouble hearing me, turn up your volume. This is about as high as it goes, sorry. Then this is the shield, okay? So slide this on there, all right? See how it goes back and forth? Now the great thing about this, see these little notches here? These are so that you can put it right on a bowl and go right into the bowl. Or it has these little silicone feet here so that if you're doing it, if you were doing it on a cutting board, it won't slide around on you, all right? Got a little more voice back that time. All right, so take your food holder, and you'll notice right now this is pushed all the way in, but when you release it, it's got these little pokers. We're gonna poke that right into our potato. It's probably gonna be too big. Yeah. We'll go the long ways with it. So push that all the way in your potato, and then holding your food holder, just go back and forth. Now you're going to put your hand up here. I usually do it like that. I was holding it down here first because I want it to get started. But the pressure of your hand on top is what's going to make it go in there. Come on. There we go. Potatoes being tough. I've been using this simple slicer forever. When you're doing our gratin potatoes, it is the best thing because on slice number 1, it gets them done liquidy quick, all right? So that's all that was left of that. We're just going to put that in there. All right, put our next potato in. And it down there. This one might fit this way. Yeah, this will fit this way. So I'll put it in, put my food holder on there, and then back and forth. See how fast this goes, right? Do you have the simple slice already? Comment simple if you already have it in your kitchen. All right. Another little piece left over. All right, last potato. This one will not fit in the sideways, so we will do it this way. There we go. Takes a little bit to get started. There we go. But this is so that your hand is protected, okay? So you don't have to worry. I'm going to move this around because all my potatoes are going on the same spot there. So that's why I was having trouble. There we go. And just a little bit of pressure on your hand. It doesn't take much. Pretty much the weight of your hand will keep it from sliding around. All right, we have a ton of potatoes. That might be even too many for our sheet pan. We will see. All right, let me put this aside, grab a little towel so that I can clean up a little bit of mess I got there. All right, there we go. Always clean up as you're going along. Makes it a lot easier. All right, so we're going to set those aside for just a minute. I'm going to get some other things ready. So I've got some spinach here. This is frozen chopped spinach. All I did to this was, sorry, it feels like there's something dropping on my head. All I've got in here is, what you call it? Oh my gosh. Thawed it. I pressed it into, this is the smallest of our stainless steel colander set. Pressed it in there, squeezed out all of that juice, right? And then patted it dry with a paper towel, okay? So that's going in the bowl. Man, I tell you, that big box of spinach, and that's all I get out of there. I don't know. That's what it is. All right, feta cheese. I need about 3 ounces, all right? I'm just gonna eyeball it because it's cheese, and I measure cheese with love, okay? With my heart. So just give or take 3 ounces. All right, give or take. I don't know. All right, then we need a clove of garlic. Well, this clove is kind of small. So again, I measure garlic with my heart. And so we're gonna add an extra garlic clove in here. All right, squeeze that, didn't peel it, okay? Then you grab this little, it's like a Barbie hairbrush, right? And then just scrape this off. Pick this out, and look at right there's our peel. Easy peasy. Now let's do that other little bitty one that I had in here. That one might have been enough if you're not a girly clover, but I had this little itty bitty one next to it, and I said, you can go in there too. All right, so I'm just gonna use the end of this brush. Now, I use the end of it to kind of scrape things off, but when you're cleaning it and washing it, use the little this little brush part of it, and that's going to get into those little holes and clean it all right out, okay? Now, stir this up. Want this all mixed together. Kind of got to really kind of manhandle this spinach because it's all kind of stuck together. So you want it to mix in with that cheese. Separate it to get it mixed in with the cheese. And break up any big pieces of cheese because it'll go on your chicken easier. All right. A bit more. There's still some clumps of chicken, spinach. I want the spinach to be really kind of blended in with that cheese. And not too many big blobs of spinach. Nobody likes big blobs of spinach, okay? All right. Breaking up some of this cheese, kind of getting it mushed together. Takes a little bit. There we go. We're starting to look. I want to have a little bit of cheese on all those pieces of spinach. Or cheese and spinach. Who's with me on that? Right? Okay, that looks pretty good. So you want it to kind of look like that. All right. Now, I need a tomato. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. All right, so we have a tomato. Now, if your tomato is firm, then you can go ahead and cut it with a simple slicer, just like you did the potatoes. This tomato, actually I got it because I was going to make this last week for dinner, and I wasn't feeling well, so it's left over from last week. So it's a little soft, but it'll still work. But I'm going to cut it with our tomato knife. This is our coated tomato knife. So I'm just going to, the pointed end is great for getting that stem piece out, or you can just take the first slice and slice it out, okay? So then you want to make slices about, not too thick, about the same size as those potatoes. Like I said, you do it on number 2. All right. So I'm just gonna do like so. The serrated edge of the tomato knife makes cutting the tomatoes so quick and easy. I can't tell you. Love it. All right. How many times that now? But there we go. All right. So we've got our tomatoes ready. We've got our spinach ready. All right, now I want to get this ready for my chicken. Now let me just make sure I do have that all mixed together. Let me move this out of the way. All right, so I want to talk about our So the chicken I'm going to pull out in a second. I actually already pre-prepared this. So I buy chicken in bulk, chicken breast in bulk. I bring it home, I clean it off, and then I cut them in half because they're just too big. So I use our closing cut to cut them in half. Spring-loaded top and bottom, dishwasher safe. Super easy to put your chicken breast in here. Take your chef's knife and holding the top, just slice right through, cutting your chicken breast right in half, okay? So that's what I've already done to these chicken breasts. Let me just get those. Here we go. So here I have my half sheet pan. Now this is our Brilliance half sheet pan, non-stick. Absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite. I have all of our sheet pans, but this one, so easy to clean up. Oh my gosh, divine. So I don't really need the rack for this one, but the rack comes with it. It has these nice little silicone feet, so it keeps it from marking up the pan. But you can use this right for broiling. Can put this under the broiler too. All right. I will highly recommend this for your bacon. Oh my gosh, in the oven, it bakes up so nicely and all the grease falls through to the pan. Absolutely love that. Okay. All right. So I've got my half sheet pan here. I got my chicken breasts. Pulled them out of the freezer this morning with it when I did pull up the spinach. All right. Now let me see here. I'm just going to lay them right here on the pan. All right, so you can see these are all cut and ready to go. That one's kind of smaller. A couple of these are smaller ones. See, I didn't plan this exactly. It was, like I said, it was in my freezer. I knew I had it. Okay. All right. One more looks big one. So we'll have to watch this. There we go. Now having them cut like this, they're all basically the same thickness. So they're going to all cook pretty much the same time. All right, let me get rid of this yucky stuff. All right, so now I want to take my spinach mixture. I'm going to use our large scoop here. And I want to put basically a scoop on each of these. And this is why you really want the spinach kind of cut apart, because it helps to, it goes in here. There we go. All right, there we go. These bigger ones might get a little extra. There we go. I'm just going to use you can use your back of the thing here, or your spatula that you already have dirty anyways, to spread out that chicken. Spread out the chicken. Spread out the spinach over, and the cheese over the top of it. Come on, get up there. Okay. So there's a nice layer on the top of these chicken breasts. This is going to keep it super moist and delicious. It's all going to flavor into there. All right, there we go. All right, now we're gonna take these tomato slices and we're just gonna lay these right over the top. All right, I gotta put just one on these bigger ones. And we'll take these little ones, there we go. Just remove this there. Perfect, okay. That's done. So our chicken, spinach, feta, that's done. So we got these potatoes here. And I think we have more than will fit on here, but we'll see. All right. Oops, I forgot one thing. On our chicken here, I have 3 tablespoons of panko crumbs in here. I'm going to take my Greek seasoning. This is our Greek rub. I need a half tablespoon. So I'm going to do, come on, where is it there? There we go. I want my half tablespoon. I want to do half tablespoon of rub in there. Mix that together, and then we're gonna put this on top of the tomatoes. So it gives it this really yummy crunch on the top, all right? That's a little more flavor. All right, so we'll put this right over the top. All these tomatoes. There we go. That's done. Okay. Now, our potatoes. Let me grab some olive oil. About a tablespoon or so of olive oil on here. All right. And then another half tablespoon or so. I'll probably use a full tablespoon because I love this Greek rub. Let me pull that back out of the way. Plus, there's a lot of potatoes here. And I'm just going to use up the rest of the jar. What the heck? Okay. And I'm going to grab a spoon. Forgot to grab that. Okay. So our the sheet pan, I forgot to tell you guys, it is on sale right now for 15% off. So it's marked down to $67.15. It is a bargain because you will love this sheet pan. I have a friend that bought one. She needed another one. Her husband swears by it for cooking bacon now. It is the best thing ever, she says. So don't be shy with that. And also we have some utensils on sale. So this is our silicone spoon. It is one of the items on sale. So it is marked down to like $16.50. All right. So I'm just kind of mixing this seasoning and oil around on the potatoes, trying to separate them as best I can. All right, because if you get them all separated here, all right, and then you want to put them out onto a single layer as best you can on the sheet pan. All right, just trying to get that seasoning all in between them. All right, so I'm gonna take these out and I'm gonna kind of layer them like this so that I can get them all on here because I know I have a lot of them. A couple of those potatoes were a little big. And that's okay. We'll just get them all on here. So I'm just giving them a little overlapping, just a slight overlapping here. Whoop. Slippery. And we'll be lucky to get all these on here. All right, I'm gonna have to layer my little extra. Now, if you want really crispy potatoes, I would suggest doing your own a separate sheet of these. If you want them real crispy, these are going to be kind of half baked. I think I'll have to probably put another little sheet pan in there. So I did too many potatoes. I think 2 potatoes would have been enough because these were really quite big. All right, we're going to just do one more little layer there. I think that looks good. All right, these ones, we'll fit those in later. Where's that towel? There it is. All right, so this goes in the oven for 20 minutes-ish, 25 minutes, I think. Let's see, 20 to 25, I was right. All right, in the oven, like I said, 425. Now, to get those potatoes a little crispier, I'm putting it on the bottom rack so it's closer to that heat. That will get those bottoms of those crispy. So before I let you go, I want to show you a quick little sauce that I'm going to make up to go with this. So this is a little tzatziki sauce. It's a Greek sauce. And it is, I love this sauce on these potatoes. It's just so good with the Greek seasoning that's in them. And then this sauce to die for, okay? So I've got in here about a tablespoon of chopped up fresh dill, all right? Half a cup of Greek yogurt. I have a spider on my ceiling. It's driving me crazy because I'm kind of afraid it's going to fall on top of me at any minute. All right, so now this is like a little, oh, it all came out. Anyways, so usually you can push this, but my hand it's a little sweaty because I've had it sitting out. 2 tablespoons of water, and then a tablespoon of lemon. So I've got a half lemon here. This is our citrus press. Put the cut side down, and I'm hoping I get about a tablespoon out of this lemon. We will see. Oh, thought that was the spider. Oh yeah, that looks like about a tablespoon. I could have measured it. I'm not great about measuring, but you could push it right into there, into this to get that. All right, now just using our mini stainless steel whisk, and this is all in our 2-cup prep bowl, so if I have any leftovers, I can pop the lid on it, put it in the refrigerator, because there's probably gonna be leftover potatoes, and those will be part of my lunch tomorrow. Ooh, I got some in my eye. All right, here we go. Look at that. That sauce is ready to go. Lickety split. It's so good. Oh my gosh. So, so good. And as it sits, the dill will really start to flavor it and give it so much more flavor. All right. So, you've seen it. A super fast sheet pan meal. All right. It's done in about 30 minutes. I mean, it took me, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to put that together, 20, 25 minutes in the oven. So less than 45 minutes, start to finish, you've got dinner going. Now you could prep ahead. The potatoes, you can slice them up ahead of time, soak them in some water, but then make sure you dry them out a little bit, before you season them, put the oil and seasoning on them. The spinach and the feta cheese can be mixed up in the morning, the day before. Have that ready to go. Again, prep those chicken breasts ahead of time so you're not dealing with that mess. If those are already cut up, like I said, I pulled them right out of my freezer. They're ready to go. I don't have to mess with them. And if you do it in bulk, you're only, washing everything once, all right? Instead of doing it as you need it. Do them in bulk all at one time, and it saves yourself some time and energy. And then it makes for a quick and easy weeknight meal. So some other things that are on sale that I wanted to talk to you about. We have a couple of the utensils. We've got our turner, our slotted turner, our ladle. What was the other one? Yeah, there's another one and I forgot it. Oh, the scoop and serve. All right, scoop and serve special. And then some of our meal makers, besides the sheet pan, the Brilliance half sheet pan. We've got our deluxe multi-cooker on sale, the stone rectangular baker, and the stainless steel saute pan. So if you've been watching our weekly Pampered Chef Lives, we've been featuring these, and they are phenomenal. The stainless steel saute pan has become one of my favorites. Again, it's a great one-pot meal. And the multi-cooker, if you watched last night, that delicious onion soup, so good. If you need the replay of that video, let me know. I'll send you the link. All right. One last thing I want to share with you is that I am offering a fall bundle party as a texting bundle party. It's 2 days of text. You get 8 texts each day. And it's a great way to see some of these products and recipes through your phone and through a couple of texts a day. If you're interested in more information about my bundle party that's starting this weekend, make sure you comment bundle down below and I'll get you all the details. If you want any of the details on the meal maker sale, comment meal maker and I'll get you those details. I thank you so much for watching this week. I will share photos of the dinner when it comes out. And if you have any, and of course I'll share the recipe too. Just check the comments for that in a little bit. Thank you again for joining me this week and every week. I really do appreciate you all. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.